Welcome to Good Morning KU. We got a great show for you today. I'm Nick.
And I'm Chris.
Well, KU basketball had a great game last night. It was really close in the first half. Did you get a chance to see it at all?
I unfortunately didn't get to see it, but I heard that we did great. We won first game, first home opener. And I also heard Vic went off.
Yeah, definitely. I heard Gerald Vic went 8 for 8 from three-point line, and everyone was very impressed with that stat. He's the first player in KU history to do that. Even Bill Self himself was impressed.
Well, he was great. I mean, I don't think that I try to remember. I don't think I've ever coached a better offensive performance ever. I mean, he missed a 3-foot jump hook that was a great shot, and he missed a dipsy-do layup. And other than that, he was 10 for 10, and the closest shot was, or 12 for 12, and the closest. He made 8 threes and had 2 twos with his foot on the line. He would have had 10 threes. So, yeah, he was fab. I mean, he was great.
This was obviously a great game, and even Vic had no words to say about it.
The line where you continually shooting and making it, like thinking that you can't miss.
Shoot the next one. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Even though yesterday might have been a good day for KU basketball, it was definitely a sad day for the entertainment business with Stan Lee passing away at the age of 95, I believe.
Yep.
Were you a fan of Stan Lee?
I was actually a huge fan of all of Marvel, all of Stan Lee's work. My favorite Stan Lee cameo to this day is still the Teen Titans Go animated series where it's a DC kind of feel to it, it's DC heroes, and Stan Lee still appears saying, I don't even care if this is DC, I'm still in it, which is great because mad props to the dude. He created so many superheroes and so many different adventures for people to escape their old lives for.
Yeah, definitely was big for the movie business. It's a sad day for everyone when a creative genius like that passes away, but you take solace in knowing that there's some people who took inspiration from him, and now there's more people that want to be like him out in the industry.
Yes, and I do hope that his legacy continues. I do hope with these new Marvel movies coming out that he'll still be cameoing in them or he will still be represented in some kind of way.
You looking at that couple inside?
Actually, I was just looking at this little pink number over here.
Oh yeah, that's kind of nice. They look happy, don't they?
What, the bras?
No, the couple. They look happy.
I guess, as far as couples go.
You know, it reminds me of an issue of Spider-Man I did when Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy went lingerie shopping. Of course, the Green Goblin showed up, and he pumpkin bombed the hell out of the place. But aside from that, it's pretty much the same thing.
Oh my God. Holy... Aren't you?
Oh, Stanley. Hi.
With so many cameos, Stan Lee will be missed heavily.
Yeah, definitely.
And after this, we'll be back with an interview.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back. I'm Chris, and I'm here joined by Mucia and Patrick of the very fantastic Camp Kesem. And why don't you guys just start off and tell us a little bit about Camp Kesem?
Well, we started here, or the KU chapter anyways, back in 2014.
Okay.
So we've been here for about 4 years. And what we are, we're a camp that provides year-round support for children whose parents have been affected by cancer. And then, of course, we also have a summer camp for them right after the school year ends.
Okay, and would you say that you're trying to expand it to a whole year thing, or is it just more of a summer camp thing?
So in the beginning here at KU, we didn't really have the infrastructure just yet.
Sure.
To provide really great year-round support.
Of course.
But we're definitely really getting into providing year-round support for these children. Right now, it's costing us about $1,400
Oh, wow.
per camper for this support, both in just emotional and kind of fiscal ways.
Okay, but how much does it cost the campers actually?
So for camp, it's about $500 per camper. So our fundraising goals per counselor are $500
Okay.
Each, and then we, of course, try to surpass that goal.
Sure.
that's
But of
our
course,
starting
it's
goal.
more about the experience than anything.
Yes.
And of which, how would you detail the experience?
Of being a counselor?
A counselor, yeah. of
Okay.
course.
Well, so these kids come in to camp, and a lot of them have been here for the past 4 years. A lot
Sure.
of them are new. And this year was my first summer with Kesem, and for me, it was absolutely awesome.
Okay.
Our camp's designed to be a week for them to kind of be a kid again and to be able to like hang out and not have to worry about their parents.
Right.
So it was a really awesome experience for me.
Okay.
This was also my first year with Kesem.
Okay.
I kind of just hopped in at the very end or last
Okay.
chance I could to be a counselor. And I didn't really know what to expect. Most other counselors had basically a year of training.
Right.
And I didn't really know what was
You just
going on.
kind of jumped into it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
I
okay.
dove on in, and first day of training, didn't know anyone, and by the end of it, I felt like friends with everyone. And I was
Sometimes
super
that's not a
excited.
bad way to go about it, though, just to kind of just jump right into it. And I feel like you've adapted very well.
Oh yeah, there's not bad soul in Kesem.
Right. So what kind of activities do you guys usually get up to at Camp Kesem?
It kind of depends on the camp. So last year we were at the 4-H camp
Okay.
over by Junction City.
Okay.
And they had canoeing, they had horseback riding. Then of course it rained some days, so we did a concert.
Sure.
We actually had an animal handler come
Okay.
out.
Oh, wow.
And there's some
great.
videos with this poor kid. I felt so bad for him, holding a tarantula, and he was so scared.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, so picture this. You have your typical day at Camp Kesem. What goes on? Like, what is the schedule?
So we just have like different games, different activities. So we have regular counselors, which is what we work on,
Okay,
and then
sure.
we have program counselors, are the ones that like really put on the activities, dodgeball, at the pool. It's just like very standard games.
Okay.
And then we like everyone eats like meals together, but you're in units by age group all
Okay.
day. And then
Okay.
at night is when it kind of gets like a little bit more serious. Like
Right.
you have cabin chats, and that's when you
Right.
kind of like debrief for your day,
Right.
like talk about anything you want to talk about, kind of thing.
Okay, and would you say that you have like an overall really good community at Camp Kesem?
Yeah, we do. At our camp, we have a 100% retention rate among
Sure.
campers
Oh, wow.
and families.
That's fantastic.
So we've actually doubled in size every year
Oh, really?
we've been a part of it.
Sure.
And like that communication's all year round.
Okay.
We actually have a mini reunion this Saturday, and we're giving the kids and their families like a tour of campus
Okay.
and all that.
How many members do you have right now?
Campers.
Sure, yeah.
So this summer we had 80 campers.
Yeah, right around
Yeah.
80.
And it's double from last year.
Yeah, so then it was like 40 and 20 the first
Okay,
year.
okay, that is fantastic. So where is this camp based?
Like the national organization or,
The local one.
well,
Yeah, our chapter is based right here at KU. We're
Okay.
the only Camp Kesem chapter in
Okay.
all of Kansas.
Right.
So we're covering everyone in Kansas. We're covering a lot of people in the Kansas City, Overland Park area.
Okay.
Just the general northwestern Missouri whenever they can't go down to the
Sure.
Mizzou chapter.
Okay.
So our coverage is quite a lot,
Okay.
and we didn't really have our name out there as much as we do now in
Right.
our
Great,
initial
great
area.
opportunity right here.
Oh yeah, no, it's pretty great.
Okay, where is the camp located?
We're going to be doing it this year in Flint Hills.
Sure.
It's probably the most beautiful campsite. She'd tell you, but It's really nice because it's a lot smaller than our last campsite.
Okay.
I'm not kidding you. I walked about 12, 13 miles
really?
a day in about 100 plus heat.
Okay.
So this is going to be a nice break from that.
And what kind of atmosphere or environment? Is it more secluded? Is it rural, in the city?
It's definitely a lot more secluded.
Okay.
I saw pictures of it at night, actually.
Okay.
And you could see the stars. You could see all Flint Hills.
Right.
I'm really looking forward
Yeah,
to
I'm
it.
under the impression you liked what you saw.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's great. Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Well, if you guys are interested in joining Camp Kesem or learning more about Camp Kesem, message us on campkesem_KU or any social media platforms, really. Just look us up by that, and we'd be more than happy to give you some info.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming. I wish you guys the best of luck in your future endeavors. And that's it. We will be back with the news. Thank you very much.
For students searching for a way to stay active in an outdoorsy way, the City of Lawrence has bike trails running in every direction. And with the new bike share program, we can stay in shape as we tour the sights of our beautiful city. Clinton Lake is only a short 30-minute bike ride away from Daisy Hill and has the most incredible sunset location in all of Lawrence. Walking campus may give you the KU calves, but biking can give you the KU thighs. Bike Lawrence today.
The Daily California fires grew again yesterday, and the death toll is now at 42 people. Fires in both the northern and southern part of the state have consumed more than 300 square miles and destroyed entire towns. Officials say that more than 4,500 firefighters are battling the fires. President Trump has called the Florida election process massively infected and that there is no way to achieve an honest vote count. Trump went to say that Republicans Rick Scott and Ron DeSantis should each be declared winners in their races. Scott is a candidate for the governor and DeSantis is running for a state representative position. Sears and Kmart are closing another 40 stores across the country in an attempt to save the company. 188 stores were already on the chopping block and will close before the end of the year. None of the new closings are in Kansas or Missouri. In sports, senior Lavero Jake hit all 8 of his 3-point attempts and scored 32 points to lead KU to an 84-68 victory over Vermont last night in Allen Fieldhouse. The Catamounts led late into the first half before the Jayhawks rallied behind Vic and Azubuike, who added 23 points and 11 rebounds. KU is now 2-0 and will host Louisiana on Friday night. The football team lost another game in the Sunflower Showdown series. K-State recovered a fumble late in the game to preserve a 21-17 victory over the Jayhawks. KU fell 3-7 overall, 1-6 in the Big 12 Conference. Next up is a trip to Norman to take on Oklahoma Saturday night at primetime. The volleyball team also lost on Saturday, falling to Texas in 3 sets. The Jayhawks are now 15-8 overall and in third place in the conference at 8-4. KU is a half game behind Baylor, while Texas leads at 12-1. KU will host K-State on Wednesday at 6:30. And finally, it was the soccer team that carried the torch for KU athletics this week. The Jayhawks beat St. Louis in the first round of the NCAA tournament. The match went to double overtime before junior Katie McClure found the net with a loose ball in front of the goal. KU will travel to number 3 North Carolina for round 2. Kickoff is at 4 p.m. on Friday. And that will wrap it up for today's news update. Stay tuned, and Madison will be here to tell us how long this cold is going to last.
When you shop local in the heart of the city, you support the people that make our community thrive. The money you spend here stays here, in this place we call our home. Lawrence, Kansas, where there's good old-fashioned hometown pride. Eat local, drink local, shop local.
Welcome back on this brisk fall day. We've been seeing super cold temperatures for quite a few weeks now, but it's still fall. We haven't even hit winter yet, and we're still seeing these 30-degree temperatures, which we are still seeing today. Right now outside it is 33 degrees, and we're gonna see it stay about that warm for the rest of the day. Not gonna see much change. We do have the sun out, but we have a breeze from the north, and that's what's keeping us so cold. So we're going to stay clear as we move through the day. Moving into this afternoon, we're going to see temperatures drop from 33 down to about 24 by 8 p.m. tonight. Still seeing clear skies, but those wind chills are going to be really low. So make sure if you're headed out that you have a jacket, something warm, maybe a hat even for today. But moving into tomorrow, we're going to see a bit of a change. Here we're going to see a high of 42 because we're having our winds shift from the north to from the south. So we'll be getting a little bit warmer wind, warmer temperatures moving with it, and they'll heat us up just a little bit. So 42 will feel pretty nice considering the past few days. We've been seeing temperatures in the 30s and in the like mid-20s. So this will be really nice, and we'll see that continue into the rest of the week. So like I said, Wednesday 42. By Thursday, we'll be into 50, but we're still going to be seeing a high of 28. By Friday, we'll be seeing a high of 53, and that will be the warmest that we get this week. So enjoy Friday, get outside. If you enjoy the 50s, get outside, enjoy that weather. By Saturday, we have a chance of maybe some precipitation. For here, it's just saying clouds, but that may change as we move through this week. But see, this is where our temperatures drop as well, another indication that something interesting might happen with our weather. But then the rest of the week, we're going to see temperatures staying in the 30s, in the 40s, and then possibly back up to the 50s by Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving break. I will not be here this next week, but I hope you all have a great time. Thanks for joining us.